Hello and welcome back. I am here with another Walking Dead AMC McFarlane figure, or action figures. Because in this video, I'm going to be reviewing two action figures. So remember all that stuff I said earlier about how I'm going to review all the figures that I bought in order of which I bought them? Yeah, no, I'm throwing that out the window. I'm not going to do that. That's just, no, I don't care. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to review figures that came out in their respected, series that they came out. So, for example, I reviewed Michonne and Merle. Those two characters came out in Series 3. Even though I reviewed Rick already from Series 4, that was just kind of what I had in mind at the time. But now I'm going to review figures that came out in the same series. So, with Michonne and Merle done, I think it only makes sense that I review the next figures that I got in that same series. And what figures did I get in that series? Michonne's Pet Walkers. So my apologies for attempting to be humorous, but that's just how I like to keep things interesting. People out there who don't know the lore between these two, this is Michonne's Pet Walker number 1. His name was Mike, I believe. I'm pretty sure this one's Mike. Being that Mike was Michonne's boyfriend or whatever both in the comic and the TV show, it makes sense that he would be the pet number 1, and Terry was Mike's friend, so he is pet number 2. So we got Mike and Terry here. But for those of you who don't know the lore, this is Michonne's pet number 1, and this is Michonne's pet number 2. So let's go over the first pet walker first, which is Mike. As you can see, there's a lot to him. Probably one of the best details McFarlane ever does to their Walking Dead figures is always usually the zombies or the walkers, if you want to. I feel like they put more detail into them than most figures, which is respectable, because the main theme of the show is zombies, so it makes sense that the zombies get a better treatment than half the human cast who get their own action figures. But nonetheless, some of the human cast do have good. Recently, they've had better, detail, but zombies just so happen to always have the better looks, if you can say that. Just look at that face. Oh no! Oh no! So yeah, you can see his beautiful face there. His wonderful, beautiful natural face. His jawless face. I'll get into the backpacks first of all. If you're asking me, how'd you get the backpacks on? I want to know, because I have my figure, but I can't get the backpacks on. Why isn't the Banacanax not going on to this buck? That's a very interesting question. As you can see, they're pretty good, and once again, the focus of the camera does not like to play nice with me. Very nice. You can see he likes the classic plaid boxer trousers there. He's got mud all over his shoes because he's just been, And now let's go over Terry's detail. When you're trying to show off the beauty of a figure, the camera does not always like to play nice. You see, he's got a shotgun too. A lot of cool stuff about this guy too. He's just as awesome as the other one, which is good. It's good that they're equally awesome. And if you get the two together, you can see that they're buddies for life. They will fall down forever. I'm pretty aware that none of you are probably asking this, but for those of you who are curious, you're probably wondering, Liam, how did you get the backpacks on their back? Because when you buy these figures, the backpacks, they seem to come in the package separate from the figures. They don't come in package wearing this. It's actually off or whatever. Like, the only thing that's really attached to them is this metal string or metal chain, whatever. Sorry. Look, I don't know the difference. Okay, I'm sorry. McFarlane thought it'd be a good idea that you be the one to put them on. which is a bad thing because, oh my god, you fucking the backpacks are kind of made out of this like plastic and shaped where you can't even get past their like armless limbs or whatever, and just getting it over the head too was surprisingly a challenge. And I looked it up myself to see if there's any proper way to get it on, and really the only result I could get was that you have to pop the heads off these two guys and then put it on. I disagree with that fully, seeing as how these figures came out before the governor from Series 4, which if you own that governor, you know how much of a pain in the ass he was to pop the head off and on without the ball pin in his head breaking off every time you pull it off. So seeing as how that was the only solution to that, I was not going to do that at all, because if I try to pop these heads off or whatever without a like hair dryer, then the ball joint in the heads will like break. So I did not want that happening to pre-season 4 action figures that I don't even think were properly made to have their heads pop off. So uh-oh, that's not good. I refused to pop the heads off these guys, so I tried effortlessly to like bend these straps open, even though this is hard plastic too. They didn't make it soft plastic. It's legit hard plastic. So having to like force it over his head and over past his like shoulders to have it fit down was a huge pain in the ass. Especially for this guy, because this guy I think had the worst, or this guy. I don't remember which one, but I know it was a nightmare trying to get the backpacks over their head without having to pop the head off. So, but I did it, and now I have two figures that are not broken. Yay! See, oh my god, I fucking hate you, Derry. A lot of people demand like chains on their action figures because it does add a little bit more realism to it, if you could call it that. As you can see, they're already starting to wear off on mine. Like eventually it will break off, which I dread. Like this one's already not together anymore, so that means this thing can easily slide off. Let's go for accessories. So obviously you've seen the chains before, and they're real metal chains, which is good. You've seen the backpacks, which is good. This one is a sheriff written all over it, which makes me believe that this is Rick's old backpack. I can't say backpack today. What the hell is wrong? This one doesn't come with any other accessories other than the arms and jaw, which I'll get into in a moment. This one, however, actually comes with like an accessory that you can fit into his backpack, which is this shotgun right here. And it's actually a really nicely detailed shotgun, so to speak. Goodness, so it fits nicely in here. Why Michonne would ever use a shotgun, we've never actually seen her use one before. We've never seen her. Actually, that's not true. We've seen her use like an assault rifle, I think, at one point. Now let's get into the real fun part of this, guys. An interesting accessory that these guys come with is they come with their arms and jaw, because as you can see, they're armless and jawless. But luckily they come with it, and I'll go over it now. Pet 2 seems to be missing his fingers, and his hand seems to be on the wrong way. Wow, I am an idiot. Wait, hold on. Nope, looks like, I don't know, maybe they did get on the wrong way, or maybe I'm just dumb and I thought like, oh hey, maybe this way. No. It's this way for sure. So we got two of the left arms, one from number 1, I believe, and number 2. They're all naturally detailed, naturally beautiful. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Yeah. So you see his other arms, no different. This one actually has missing fingers, like I said, and very nice detail. Of course, the Walker's detail is always probably the highlight of McFarlane's action figures. Interesting too, the jaws and arms that they come with, because they're specifically designed to only fit one another. Like I got his, like I can't even tell. No, okay, so this is his arm. This is Pet Zombie number 2's arm, This one I know for sure is his arm, because you can fit it in and it fits perfectly. And which means this is also his arm. You can fit that in, and now he has his arms back, and now you can do the Thriller. Because, you know, why not? I like that they actually designed the arms to only fit like one another. Like these arms can only fit on this one, so if you try to put these ones on his arm, it wouldn't work because they're not designed that way. But now they have arms. Look at that. Oh, and now they can touch hands finally. They come with these itty bitty little jaws right here. So as you can see, or you can't see because, you know, the camera likes to screw with me. This guy picks right there. Oh, I just dropped it. It is gone. Nope, it's here. You can put it up to his jaw, and he has like little pegs in there that you can like fit the thing in, and now he has a mouth. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. So now he's a real zombie again. And he could go around terrorizing people in the streets. He has a terrible jaw design. Like mine will not even fit. I can't even tell which is like. Oh my god. Like I'm pretty sure this is the bottom or whatever, or like the bottom. Like this is how it's supposed to look. Right, like this. Ah, I don't know. I tried fitting it in, but every time I do, it kind of ends up looking like this. I'm not sure it's supposed to look like that. That even for a zombie, that doesn't look natural at all. At all. Sure, I guess it could look like that. But the beauty of having like removable arms and jaws is that you could buy more of these guys and just have them without the backpack on and the chains, and you could just have their arms and jaw in, and they could just be like regular zombies that you can add to your zombie collection. So for articulation, and I probably should have gone over that during the video, but they both pretty much share the same articulation. So the arms can like bend at the elbow, and the wrist can rotate at the elbow, or not the elbow. Oh my god, I don't know my limbs. Okay. They can turn. That's all they can really do. They can't go up and down like that. They could just turn, which is a shame. But you know, it's kind of impossible to do that if you want to accurately have the arms detailed the way they are in the show, so I can understand that. It can rotate 360 degrees as well as go up and down a little bit, but this one doesn't. This one's head doesn't go up and down that much, so he's kind of stuck in that like crouching position. The waist can rotate. Well, it should rotate. I don't know why it's not working. Why aren't you working? So mine doesn't want to rotate. Here, let me just try this one. This one rotates for sure because you can clearly see the articulation. Hello. So both the waists should articulate, but for some reason mine's kind of stiff on mine. For some reason. I completely forgot to go over this, but both the legs can rotate pretty much 360 degrees. So there you go. Forgot to mention that during the review. Good job, Liam. Wow, you're terrible. So final score on these guys. So for paint application, I give it a 10 out of 10. Like, I think any zombie figure at all, any zombie figure has like the best articulation. So 10 out of 10 for articulation, or sorry, detail. I said articulation, and I son of a bitch. 10 out of 10 for detail because it's superb on these guys. It's just amazing how much they put into these figures. Articulation because the way they're designed, and yeah, like I don't know. I guess I give it a 6 out of 10. Well, not even 6, maybe a 5 or whatever. Because it's not, even though they're not the articulation is not the selling point for these guys. It's still weak on these figures, so I give it a 5 out of 10. Because it's half good because you get like arms and stuff, but it's half bad because you can't really put them in any other pose other than this. Which is okay, which is why we're getting like 12-inch versions of these guys, so that we can like make more articulation. But if you want to have 2 pet walkers in your collection, in your McFarlane 5-inch collection, then I highly recommend you pick these up. These are really good figures. They look great with Michonne, but no, look at that. Like this, having these 2 guys alone is perfect just to have this one pose in life, this one opportunity. They look great with Michonne, and I highly recommend that you get them along with Michonne, because really, it's not complete unless you have all these three figures. It just looks really good. I love having it displayed like this. One warning though, if you are gonna have Michonne carry these guys around on the train, be wary. If she so happens to fall down, so do they. So make sure she's not really that close to any of your other collectors, because they might just take them all down with them. I've had it happen to me more than once and almost ended up losing accessories or almost breaking like parts or whatever. Almost though. It's not happened yet, which is good. So yeah, highly recommend that you get these guys. Very good. This is Larry Prime, signing out.